Welcome back to the daily sketchbook painting. And I'm wearing my fancy shirt today because I feel this painting was a breakthrough. I became complacent with these daily sketchbooks for a while, just kind of doing them for the sake of doing them. And this one I just gave up. I went, I don't even care. Splat, splat, splash. Splat, splat, splash is one of the best things you can do as an artist. You get to that point where you've tried and tried and tried, and at the end of every try is a big no, no, no. Nothing, nothing, nothing. A whole lot of egg salad, nada. You get there and it sucks, and then sometimes you get there day after day and it's just a really bad feeling. No, it's not a bad feeling. It's worse than a bad feeling. It's a neutral feeling. It feels like, okay, well, I guess this is all there is, and it just doesn't feel good. It feels like an egg salad sandwich with no salt. It feels like an egg salad sandwich without the eggs. Mayonnaise. But mayonnaise does have a flavor. So it's like the texture of mayonnaise, but it doesn't taste like anything. For me, this is kind of like going back to basics. For someone else, this might not be their basics. But to me, just splashing paint and then like looking into the random mess and, you know, just adding some shadows here. You know, like this looks like a little hole type area. This looks like a little indent. I'm gonna add some shadows there. I don't really know what it is, but I'm just gonna paint that and then kind of blend it and shade it. That's really the basics for me, all that stuff. And then add some highlights on top of that. And then I really like to do this like back and forth thing where I add some highlights on top of all that, and then I go back in with the shadows and then repeat that process just over and over and kind of just define things that way. And there's always this tension with me, with my art, of like, what is it? I don't really care. And like I'm not trying to, wow, this is not coming out right, but it's like it doesn't look enough like something, and that bothers me. But then when it looks too much like something, it's like, oh, that looks too much like something. And so I kind of have this like back and forth that I go between, where it's like, all right, let's make it a little bit more figurative, a little less abstract. Okay, that's way too like, it just looks like a bad painting now, so let's make it a little bit more abstract. And I kind of go between those two. And that's probably a horrible way to describe it, but I'm just winging this. And that's kind of how it feels to me when I'm doing it. And it's a lovely feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. I love the feeling. And by the end of this piece, I really felt like it was a breakthrough, because I spend a lot of time like developing references for paintings and trying to, you know, really take these like weird, bizarre images that I have and like making them realistic and painting them from reference and stuff. I really spend a lot of time doing that, but it's good to just go into a sketchbook where there's none of that, and where it is just kind of an elaborate improvisation of light and shadow, I guess would be a way to say it. So that's why I'm wearing my fancy shirt, is because I was happy with this painting. I feel like it has a lot of character, and I feel like it has a lot to offer. And I'm gonna keep painting like this until the end of eternity. Have fun. Good night.